See, it's this Hispanic lady in this corner store that I go to all the time. The lady got a good spirit, very, very good spirit. And it's like, I noticed I've been encountering a lot of good spirits lately. Like yesterday I was outside chilling, posted up. You know, a couple of black brothers walked by, dapped me up. I didn't even know. One guy walked by, see my dress, said, "Oh, Rasta man, dapped me up." You know what I'm saying? Good spirited brothers and sisters that I have encountered on New Year's Eve and like I said, we'll get into that bill too because I want to touch about that. But people with good, bright, high vibrating spirits. But then when you get around certain groups and certain areas, you get around people that just make an issue of you just being there or just because, and it's like almost like a childish behavior in a lot of adults. I see this in a lot of adults. I really see it in people under 20. I see it in people that's 25 and up. Like every time you come into an area, it's always an issue. Like, well, hell, if I'm a problem, if my appearance or whatever of my appearance that's agitating the demons that's onto you, you need to stop looking at me. And that's grown, and these are grown for you. These are not children now. You know how you go into a room and somebody give you something, then next thing you know, a child pops up and see you get it, like, what about me? Why I didn't get one? This is the type of people that we're dealing with that's over 30. You get what I'm saying? They get jealous when people compliment you because they don't get compliments, or they get jealous because you carry yourself a certain way and they don't carry themselves a certain way. These are like childlike behaviors. That's like you see me every time I'm on this camera, I'm walking, I ain't in no car because I don't have a car. But what will it do me any justice to be jealous of people that have one? That ain't gonna do me no justice. I'm just gonna be a mad nigga that's mad that I ain't got a car. It ain't gonna make them not have one. Unless you get on some foul shit and try to tear their shit up, and people do shit like that too. Just miserable people that are jealous of other people's, quality of life or whatnot like that. And they tend to want to tear yours down because they deem that your quality of life is a little bit higher than theirs, or they deem you can go with so much, you can go with so little and still be at a peace, still be happy. You don't need money in your pocket to feel happy. You don't need people on your side to feel validated. You just feel validated just by being awoke and being alive. And that agitates people that need things outside themselves to bring fulfillment. And you'll ask yourself, well, what the hell does my peace of mind have to do with your chaotic mind? That's the whole thing. We live in an energy bubble. Everything is energy. We keep classifying ourselves to be separate because we're in these bodies, but everything's energy. So when you hear that saying, people say, oh, that's bad vibes, you got bad vibes. That's basically what they're saying, bad vibration. That's why when you go around certain people, and I experienced this first hands-on. When I go around individuals, I realize I'm vibrating how I'm feeling good about myself. And somehow, for some reason, it seems to agitate people. And I said, what the fuck my good spirit or my good peace of mind got to do with your chaotic ass lifestyle? You get what I'm saying? Motherfucker sitting outside reading a book. Motherfucker get jealous and lock their doors because they see a book in your hand. I ain't got a gun in my hand, I got a book. But why would you do that and lock your doors? To make yourself feel some type of way, because I just brought to your damn conscious reality that you probably don't know how to read no book. You got a nice car, but you don't know how to read. See, a lot of people got a lot of material belongings to hide behind insecurities that they have within themselves. So if I was a dumb nigga, if I was dumb, I didn't know how to read or write, I'll make myself feel better by accumulating. Yeah, I'm dumb, but I got a big house. I got the big this, and big this, and big that, and big this. I got this, I got that, and got that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people started doing self-work. They deem self-work is accumulation, which is success in the worldly understanding. When we think about success, we think about what you bought, what you accumulated. But they never once told you that success comes from being a creator, being a creative person, being able to come from dirt and not have anything and be able to create something out of nothing. That's the richest person on the planet, if you ask me. A person that's able to create his own wealth and riches and not have to get people to give opportunities to obtain them. And see, that's what the world really want a lot of us to do. The ones that's woke, they want us to beg them for opportunities and shut us out of a lot of things to make us look less intelligent than we really are. Why do you think those with higher conscious level always have a hard time making it in this matrix system? First of all, we're gonna have a hard time making it in the matrix system because now that we woke up to the matrix, they ain't gonna want us to work in their workforce to wake up other people. So if you woke, you're gonna have a hard time when it comes to jobs and a lot of that. That's why you got a creative mind to be creative, because the universe knew you're gonna have a hard time due to your light in the dark world. So it made us creators to be able to create our own wealth, our own abundance, to be able to attract that to us. That other, like what other people always get favor and get handouts. The people say, "Man, how you go out down the street and find $100 on the ground?" Because man is not gonna let me into his workforce. Man ain't gonna let me into nothing because of my conscious level. It's not that I'm not a worker. It's not that I'm a bad person. Just because my conscience is higher than most people that's running some of these businesses, and that can probably be intimidating to them. You come in there, this motherfucker own the business, but you use way bigger vocabulary than him. That intimidates people. Why does it intimidate people instead of inspiring them? I don't know. We live in a world where egos and competition is everything. Instead of a motherfucker saying, let me level up my motherfucking vocabulary. Now this young man uses vocabulary, I need to read a little bit more. People don't think like that, just make shit simple so they can up their essence of who they are. They rather stay stagnant in their own insecurities and try to tear down something that you build in yourself that's a good trait. Instead of creating a trait for themselves, they rather tear your trait down so they don't expose what they lack or what they don't want to change. Like if a motherfucker don't want to get clean off of drugs and you a person who used to use drugs, you clean, that person that don't want to get clean gonna try to get you back dirty again so it won't shed light on his unwillingness to stop doing drugs. He'd rather have you relapse so he can say later on, yeah, why would I want to quit and he relapse? Ain't no sense in me quitting. And you know what I'm saying? Woo, he try to make an excuse by dimming your light so they try to get you back on drugs. But if you stay off drugs, you showing the fact, damn, I've been off drugs for 2 years, you can do it too. So that's a light. Why you don't want to do it? Because you just don't want to do it. So when you become that type of light, people always try to tear you down because your light or the way things that you're perfecting is shining a light on their unwillingness to perfect the things that they lack. You know what I'm saying? They rather just cover it up with material belongings. A lot of these women, they do it today. They cover it up. Makeup, big booty, big titties. And I always pay attention to women that walk around half dressed. I said, she must be dumb, because I feel like if you have to get my attention through your body parts, that means you ain't got nothing in your psychology that will get my attention through a conversation. You feel like only your body can just do the talk. Oh, I got a big booty. There's a million women that got big booties, not just you. So I don't see how guys get caught up in all that. Oh, look at her, she this and this and that. But how does she think though? Does she think logically? Does she got a good thinking process? Because to me, a woman with a good thinking process means everything to me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a good thinking process. You gotta be a thinker. Because a man is only as strong as his counterpart, his woman. And if you're dealing with a weak-minded woman and you got problems with guys that are jealous and envious of you, they can get in your woman's head to turn against you. That's why I was never quick to hook up with women, because I got a lot of guys that are jealous of me. For you single women out there that are thinking, for that reason right there, what I just told you. Not too many women think like me. I want a woman that thinks similar to me. Know what jealousy is, know what cop block. You gotta know all that. Because you give it a weak-minded woman, the motherfucker can tell her anything and she'll probably buy along with it. But if you get a strong-minded woman, she ain't gonna hear that bullshit when you're not around and a nigga try to come and fill your woman head up with some shit. You gonna say, well, first of all, get the fuck out my face, my man ain't here. Second off, say what the hell you need to say in front of him, don't say it to me, say it to him. Instead of a woman that's gonna come back and say, oh, he said this about y'all, he said I don't wanna hear that shit. So I kind of tend to keep my distance from women who don't think like I think, because most of the time they'll probably believe bullshit, especially if you get with insecure women. They're easy. You can sway an insecure woman real easy, especially if you're a handsome guy and she insecure herself. That's why I told motherfucker, if you a guy, and this goes for women too, if you're a person that has confidence in who you are and you like your looks, you take care of your body, you can't get with a person with the opposite that don't like who they are, they don't like the way they look, they insecure, they can't take care of their body, because a lot of their insecurity is going to draw off on you. They're going to point fingers at you whenever they feeling insecure about something. Like for you guys, shouldn't know what I'm saying. If you're a handsome guy, I'm pretty sure if you get with a woman with a low insecurity, she think that you want every woman just because you're a handsome guy. Every woman might want you, but it don't necessarily mean you want every woman. But by you being a handsome guy and you're able to attract women attention, if you got a low insecure woman and you go out with her and she see every woman looking at you, she gonna automatically think that you want them, because she don't think she's beautiful enough to keep you. So she gonna just think But if she confident who she are, she don't matter if another woman looking at you, because she know that she's beautiful enough and she know not even just about looks. She knows she's mentally there enough to hold you. You know what I'm saying? She know like this nigga ain't gonna leave my side hill. You know, I ain't gonna leave his. We too much alike. Cause that's what I look for when it comes to dating is likeness. I don't too much look for looks and shit. Cause looks is just an outside thing. That doesn't make a person who they are in the inside by what they look like on the outside. Motherfucker might look handsome as hell on the outside or beautiful as hell on the outside. Could be cocoa nut in the inside though. Crazy as a motherfucker. I tell people y'all gotta get out of this illusions of looks. Things about looks. It's all about looks. Really ain't. It's all about vibration, energy, thought process, how you think, the way you act. These type of things are what benefits two individuals inside of a relationship. Get with motherfuckers y'all don't have anything in common. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like, what's the point? Because eventually it's gonna break apart. But like I say, ignore all negative energies, negative people, miserable people that's still going into the new year with negative energy. It's a whole bunch of them around. Don't let them fuck up your focus of what you want to do for this new year. Cut all these people off that been in your blocks, that been roadblocks for you. Cut their ass off. It's your boy Knowledge Mind, I'm out.